Hello, fellow explorers and friends, welcome to ProTrip. The sprawling city of Rome remains one of the most significant stops in the world, thanks to its seamless blend of old world wonders and modern delights. The ruins of the Colosseum, her iconic fountains, lazy wanders through cobblestone streets with gelato in hand, all this and more beckon. Rome is a winding, spectacular city full of places to discover. This video will cover the top 10 places to see, ways to wander, and signature experiences that define Rome. Number 10, Pantheon. The Pantheon is a former Roman temple and, since 609 AD, a Catholic church in Rome, Italy, on the site of an earlier temple commissioned by Marcus Agrippa during the reign of Augustus. It was rebuilt by the Emperor Hadrian. Its state of construction is uncertain, because Hadrian chose not to inscribe the new temple but rather to retain the inscription of Agrippa's older temple, which had burned down. The building is cylindrical with a portico of large granite Corinthian columns under a pediment. Dedicated to the 7 planetary divinities and featuring an interior of gorgeous marble, the Pantheon is one of the most impressive monuments of Augustan Rome. Number 9, Colosseum. The Colosseum is an oval amphitheater in the center of the city of Rome, Italy, just east of the Roman Forum. It is the largest ancient amphitheater ever built, and is still the largest standing amphitheater in the world today, despite its age. Construction began under the Emperor Vespasian and was completed in 80 AD under his successor and heir, Titus. Further modifications were made during the reign of Domitian. The 3 emperors that were patrons of the work are known as the Flavian dynasty, and the amphitheater was named the Flavian Amphitheater by later classicists and archaeologists for its association with their family name, Flavius. Perhaps the best preserved of the monuments of ancient Rome, this huge marble structure was built to hold more than 50,000 spectators to witness bloody contests of might and the slaughter of wild beasts. Number 8, Roman Forum. The Roman Forum, also known by its Latin name Forum Romanum, is a rectangular forum surrounded by the ruins of several important ancient government buildings at the center of the city of Rome. Citizens of the ancient city referred to this space, originally a marketplace, as the Forum Magnum, or simply the Forum. For centuries the Forum was the center of day-to-day life in Rome, the site of triumphal processions and elections, the venue for public speeches, criminal trials, and gladiatorial matches, and the nucleus of commercial affairs. Here statues and monuments commemorated the city's great men. The teeming heart of ancient Rome, it has been called the most celebrated meeting place in the world, and in all history. Located in the small valley between the Palatine and Capitoline Hills, the Forum today is a sprawling ruin of architectural fragments and intermittent archaeological excavations attracting 4.5 million or more sightseers yearly. Number 7, Palatine Hill. The Palatine Hill, which relative to the 7 hills of Rome is the centermost, is one of the most ancient parts of the city and has been called the first nucleus of the Roman Empire. The commercial, political and religious center of ancient Rome, which features the Arch of Septimus Severus, Temple of Saturn, Arch of Titus and the House of the Vestals. The site is now mainly a large open-air museum, while the Palatine Museum houses many finds from the excavations here and from other ancient Italian sites. Imperial palaces were built here, starting with Augustus. Before imperial times the hill was mostly occupied by the houses of the rich. The hill originally had 2 summits separated by a depression. The highest part was called Palladium and the other Gemellus, or Sermulus. Using the Forma Urb as its perimeter enclosed 63 acres, while the regionary catalogues of the 4th century enclose 131 acres. Number 6, Piazza Navona. The most outstanding square of the Baroque period in Rome features Bernini's Fountain of Rivers at its center as it faces Borromini's Church, Sant'Agnese in Agone. Piazza Navona is a public open space in Rome, Italy. It is built on the site of the Stadium of Domitian, built in the 1st century AD, and follows the form of the open space of the stadium. The ancient Romans went there to watch the Agons, games, and hence it was known as Circus Agonalis, competition arena. It is believed that over time the name changed to Navone to Navone and eventually to Navona. Stay tuned till the end and give the video a thumbs up while you also smash the subscription. Number 5, Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore. The Basilica of St. Mary Major or Church of Santa Maria Maggiore, is a major papal basilica as well as one of the 7 pilgrim churches of Rome and the largest Catholic Marian church in Rome, Italy. This church was founded in 432 AD and is where the famous architect Bernini is buried. The basilica enshrines the venerated image of Salus Populi Romani, depicting the Blessed Virgin Mary as the health and protectress of the Roman people, which was granted a canonical coronation by Pope Gregory XVI on August 15, 1838, accompanied by his papal bull Celestis Regina. Pursuant to the Lateran Treaty of 1929 between the Holy See and Italy, the basilica is within Italian territory and not the territory of the Vatican City-State. Number 4, Trevi Fountain. The Trevi Fountain is an 18th-century fountain in the Trevi district in Rome, Italy, designed by Italian architect Nicola Salvi and completed by Giuseppe Pannini and several others. Certainly the most famous and photographed fountain in Rome, legend has it that whoever throws a coin into the pond will return to Rome. Standing 26.3 meters, 86 feet, high and 49.15 meters, 161.3 feet, wide, it is the largest Baroque fountain in the city and one of the most famous fountains in the world. The fountain has appeared in several films, including Roman Holiday, Three Coins in the Fountain, Federico Fellini's classic, La Dolce Vita, Sabrina Goes to Rome and the Lizzie McGuire movie. Number 3, Galleria Borghese. The Galleria Borghese is an art gallery in Rome, Italy, housed in the former Villa Borghese Princiana. At the outset, the gallery building was integrated with its gardens, but nowadays the Villa Borghese gardens are considered a separate tourist attraction. The museum in the beautiful setting of Villa Borghese in Rome preserves sculptures, reliefs and ancient mosaics, and paintings and sculptures from the 15th to the 18th century. The collection, made up initially by Cardinal Scipione Borghese in the early 17th century, preserves masterpieces of Antonello da Messina, Giovanni Bellini, Raffaello, Tiziano, Correggio, Caravaggio and beautiful sculptures of Gian Lorenzo Bernini and Canova. The building was constructed by the architect Flaminio Pinzio, developing sketches by Scipione Borghese himself, who used it as a villa suburbana, a country villa at the edge of Rome. Number 2, Trastevere. Located on the opposite bank of the river Tiber, south of the Vatican, is the picturesque neighborhood Trastevere. This busy and lively neighborhood has the look and feel of a traditional small Italian town, with people shopping, chatting, drinking espresso and going about their daily business. This old working-class neighborhood with its narrow alleyways and medieval houses is a particularly lively affair at night, thanks to the many tourists, with lots of restaurants, trattorias and pizzerias. Visit this truly Italian neighborhood of Rome for a lovely stroll or relax on one of the many café terraces. As far back as the days of Emperor Augustus, Trastevere has been one of the city's 14 districts, and it was also walled. Several important Romans built villas in this neighborhood, including Julius Caesar. The charming ambience of the neighborhood with its maze of many narrow and winding streets comes from medieval times. Number 1, Museo Nazionale di Castel Sant'Angelo. The Mausoleum of Hadrian, usually known as Castel Sant'Angelo, is a towering cylindrical building in Park Quadriano, Rome, Italy. It was initially commissioned by the Roman Emperor Hadrian as a mausoleum for himself and his family. The building was later used by the popes as a fortress and castle, and is now a museum. The museum is divided into 4 sections. The history of Castel Sant'Angelo is illustrated by vintage prints, scenic views and interesting reconstructions ideals of the monument, as suggested by the imagination of artists and architects of the Renaissance, from its construction until the 19th century, in a path that highlights the intense and ongoing. The structure was once the tallest building in Rome. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the videos and contents, please like, comment and subscribe our channel.